Hari Om. Bhagavad Gita Chapter 5 Verses 8 and 9. Sannyasa Yoga, Path of Renunciation. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, he who performs Karma Yoga, his mind becomes pure. He can control his body and sense organs. He experiences the self in me is the self in all. Though he performs actions, the actions cannot attach to him or affect him. That was said in verse 7. Verse 7 again. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijidatma jidendriyaham sarva bhudatma bhudatma kurvannapi na lipyate. Bhagwan Krishna said, in the last, kurvannapi na lipyate. Even if he performs actions, the actions will not attach to him. The word action includes the results of action. Action is the cause, result is the effect. So when he says actions will not attach, then the result also will not attach to that sarva bhudatma bhudatma. We need to see this a little deeply. Why Krishna is saying the actions won't attach to a person and the results also will not attach to the sarva bhudatma bhudatma. Why? That will be the question. Before getting into the next verse, we should clearly know this. Then only we can get into the next verse. Let us take the example of a child. Even today, a child below 9 years of age, even if it commits a crime, assume that it is committing a crime, the court cannot punish him. Why? Because the child does not know what it is doing, what is the action it is doing, and the results of such action also. It does not know, it will not realize. Hence, the child, the action and the results of action will not attach to the child because it does not know. That is the reason. Court cannot punish the child. It will release him. Let us assume the worst. It commits a crime. Now, let us take the next stage. Person above 9 years of age but below 18 years of age. If he commits a crime, then also he cannot be punished under the present law. He can only be counselled. He will be let off after some time. Under the Juvenile Justice Act, a boy below 18 years of age cannot be punished. Why? Because the boy has not attained the required maturity to appreciate the actions and its results. We all know recently there was a gang rape in Delhi. Cruel gang rape in which there was a boy below 18 years of age. He was released by the court after 2 years or so. There was a furor. I am just quoting this example because he cannot be punished. Then let us take the example of a man who commits a crime after the age of 18 years. But he was in a fit of rage, anger, extreme anger. He commits a crime. He murders somebody. Then also, he will not be punished for murder. He will be punished for culpable homicide, not amounting to murder. Punishment is lesser. Punishment is there, but it is lesser. It is not severe. Then, we will take the example of a mentally retarded person. That person, let us assume that he commits a murder. He cannot be punished. Why? Because he do not know what he is doing. And the results of its action also will not attach to him. Maximum the court can do is that fellow will be sent to mental asylum. Let us assume a case where that person is brought to normalcy by treatment, etc., etc. Then after he becomes a normal man, if you go and tell him, "Hey, yeah, you committed a murder," That fellow will say, me, impossible. What are you saying? I will not do this, etc. He will say. Because he does not even know that he performed that action. And the results of the action will also not attach to him. When a normal man sees the actions of others, he sees the abnormality according to the plane of consciousness in which that person is there. In all the above examples, we will be able to appreciate that child or a mentally retarded person or a different person cannot commit any action because they don't even know they are performing such actions. Then the results of action will also not attach to them. In the same way, when a karma yogi, by performing actions as yoga, and when he becomes pure to the extent that he moves into a different level of consciousness, different plane of consciousness, he becomes sarva bhudatma bhudatma. He feels the self in me is the self in all. He experiences that aspect. Then when he performs the actions, his actions and the result will not attach to him. Whatever actions he performs, the actions and its results will not attach to him. Because he will be doing only according to dharma. Dharma only will guide him. His mind will be guided by the dharma. Bhagwan Krishna, that karma yogi becomes a pawn in the hands of Bhagwan Krishna. If I can say that. A pawn, mere pawn. Whatever is ordained by Bhagwan Krishna, he will do it. If you ask him, why did you do it? He will say, I don't do. I am not a performer of actions. I am not the doer of actions. I have not done anything. Everything has been done by Bhagwan Krishna only. That is what the person will, the karma yogi will reach that level. Now, Bhagwan Krishna further says in verses 8 and 9, Naiva kinjit karomiti yukto manye tatvavit Pashyan shinvan sprushan jigran asnan kachan swapan swashan pralapan visrujan grignan unmishan nimishan nabi indriyani indriyarteshu vartanta ididarayan. Here, Bhagwan Krishna says, what about his bodily actions? Outside actions, we all know he has become the Sarva Bhudatma Bhudatma. So whatever actions he is performing, he is not, he feels that he is not a doer of actions. I am not the doer of actions. Any point in time you ask him, I am not the doer, I have not done anything, he will say. What about his bodily actions? In this verse, Bhagwan Krishna says, the Tatvavit, the knower of the truth, thinks he does not do anything. Even his actions of the body, like seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, eating, walking, sleeping, breathing, talking, releasing, grasping or thinking, opening and closing of eyelids, all the actions are performed by the sense organs in their field of objects. The entire verse only says that. Pashyan, for example, Pashyan means seeing. Then Shunvan, hearing. Sprushan, that is, Sprushan means touching. Grignan, smelling. Ashnan, eating. Gachan, walking. Swapan, then Swashan. Swashan means breathing. Swapan is sleeping. And then Pralapan, talking. Visrujan, releasing. Then Grignan, that is grasping. Unmishan, opening of the eyes. Nimishan, closing of the eyes. Indriyani indriyarteshu. All these things are done by my body. That person becomes the karma yogi. He becomes, my body is separate, I am separate. He is a witness to all the actions, including his bodily actions. He does not feel he is performing the action. All these sense organs They are performing actions in their respective field of objects, sense objects. I don't do all these things. That is the way he feels. So he thinks even his bodily actions are not performed by him because he has separated himself from his body. He becomes a mere witness to all the actions, whether it is bodily actions or whether it is actions performed in the outside world. That is what he feels. This sloka may explain why the Rasa Leela of Bhagwan Krishna, because there are a lot of controversies as far as Rasa Leela of Krishna. I am not getting into it. The readers of Srimad Bhagavatam may use this sloka. He says, even the bodily actions, Bhagwan Krishna, who is there, who is more realized soul than Bhagwan Krishna, he is God himself. So his bodily actions also will not attach to him. That is what I am trying to say. One more example I can give is Ramana Maharishi had cancer. He was operated without any anesthesia. Because if you cut your nail with a small blade, and if there is a small extra cut, then you create a hallubaloo, as if the entire world has gone for a toss. Whereas Ramana Maharishi was operated without anesthesia. He never felt any pain. In the sense, he has reached that stage that I am separate, my body is separate. That is what this verses 8 and 9 they are saying. In Bhagwan Krishna is saying in that. Again, verses 8 and 9. Naiva kinjit karomiti yukto manyeta tatvavit pashyan shunvan spushan jigran asnan gachan swapan swashan pralapan visrujan grignan unmishan nimishan nabi indriyani indriyarteshu vardanta iti dharayan. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana